Hello and welcome back to my channel. My name is uLwando. I wanted to touch on a very sensitive topic today, guys. I hope I don't step on anybody's toes, but after my video on fear, I found myself having this conversation, which is resisting the urge to compare or want to compare yourself to others. Now, in the event space, there's always someone better than you, there's always someone bigger than you, there's always someone more beautiful, there's always someone who has more furniture, there's always someone who employs more people, there's always someone who's making more money, there's always someone doing bigger and better than you. But how do we now draw the line between aspiration and aspiring, and knowing when what you are trying or what you're doing now by replicating and pushing yourself is now starting to harm you and actually depress you, because you're aspiring to be something that you're not, because that's not you. You are measuring yourself against someone where you actually don't know how they got to where they got. I hope you guys are hearing me. Firstly, we have different reasons of why we started businesses, guys, and we have different means or ways of how we started. Some started events because it was a hobby, it was something that they liked, and it was an extra income. Some are starting events because they need imali, it's their bread and it's their butter. Abanye they've got nothing better to do, they've got a lot of money, they like socializing, they like events, so they do events, right? And depending on how you enter into events, there are different financial aspects that you can come in. There is a self-funder, there's a person who is lucky enough to have a cash injection from funding, maybe you have capital, maybe you have savings, and then there's another person who starts with hiring. Now the growth of these people will never be the same, because they've got different reasons why they're doing events, they've got different drives, because one knows that every rand I figure into the business is a lot, it's their pain, it's their, it's their hard work, whereas the other person knows that if they don't make money in 1 month, it's okay, but you've got the people who are like, whether I work or I don't work, it's fine. So before you compare yourself to the next person and feel bad about where you are in your stage of life, events, business, step back and think, are you and this person that you're comparing yourself to, are you even on common ground to begin with? Another point is creatively. You're comparing yourself to someone who is doing you guys, ne? But are you putting in the same amount of effort that that person is putting in? Do you know how much effort that person is putting in? I've seen such a huge difference in how I plan my kiddies' parties, and my God, yes, guys, and that's why now when just based on how much work, creatively, research, planning, styling I put into my events, before I even get to the actual setup, I already know what to need, right? Now, how can a person who doesn't even put a third of the effort I put into my research, my styling, ever want to compete with me? So is it even fair to do that to yourself? Experience. You cannot, guys. This I learned the hard way. I can only aspire to be like the big girls, but I look at the years I've been in business, and then I look at the years that they've been in business, and I'm like, I see why, I see why you are there. I see it. I believe it, because if I'm still where I am after so many years, that means I still have so many more years, to go past, to learn, to experience, to get my craft in a space where it is so fine-tuned, learn more about the business, the industry, creatively, who knows, even go to school if it need be, just to always make sure that I'm feeding my mind, I'm feeding my talent. Guys, it's not enough to just be talented, you need to also do the homework. It's not enough to just be a talented sports star. You need to go to the gym, you need to eat right, you need to have a regimen. So The same goes for when you want to compare yourself to other people. Compare yourself realistically. Check, are you and the person you compare it to on even ground? I really want to urge to you, if you have someone that you are looking up to and saying, yo, yes sis, you know what, yazi angisebenzi, yazi umanibani is doing this, yo umanibani unyisa kwa events, yo yazini, or even saying, yo, I'm so scared to start. Now what am I gonna bring in? Yo, the girls are doing this, going like this, the fashion, the style, everything's always new, the furniture. Stop, breathe, ne? Like I always say, start. And before you even look at the other people that you want to be, have you ever stopped to think, maybe there's someone who's looking at you, just be so fixated on, yo, I want to be like them, and I always forgot that people also want to be like me. So isn't it like a 50-50 thing? As much as I'm pining away to be like the big girls, there are people who are pining away to be like me. So how bad am I? I can't be that bad, right? Surely I'm not that bad if there are people who are aspiring to be me. So do not kick yourself. Do not feel bad. Yes, be inspired, be motivated, you know, let's dream, let's work hard, but let's also put the effort, ne? But please do not ever fall into the trap of comparing yourself to unrealistic expectations, to unknown expectations, to whatever it is that Instagram or whatever event industry is saying this is the new trend. Do you guys? I have only ever experienced the best growth and spikes in my entrepreneurial life whenever I've remembered to do me. Anytime I get lost in wanting to be like other people, that's when I know I've lost the plot. So please, I urge you today, stop comparing yourself to people. If you want to come into events, come into events, do your bit. I promise you there's more than enough space for all of us. Contrary, stay humble, do you, and keep focused in your lane. I promise you, I kid you not, that's the secret to success. I hope this touches you. I always hope my videos help someone in some way, and I read the comments, they do. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, puff and pass this video. Let's get me to 3,000. Bye guys.